Kuala local, the former local authority workers. And we have already written to our Honorable Governor demanding for these payments. And up to this moment, we have not received any reply from him. Therefore, we are giving our ultimatums. We are giving 5 days from today. If that cannot be paid, the 72,000, we are going to do something to do with demonstration. And our retirees who are cycling will be here in front of the office of the governor.
Some of us have died. Somebody like Kosgei died 2 or 3 years ago. Some of us are sickling. I'm wondering when and where are we going to be paid?
Now, as tourists continue flocking the coastal region, the Coast Digital Cabs Association has warned tourists and locals against using drivers and taxi companies that are not fully licensed, as they will be risking their lives. They have called on NTSA to investigate companies that have continued to operate in isolation and register drivers who do not belong to any taxi association. This comes at a time when incidences of insecurity in the online taxi business are being witnessed in the country. Speaking in Mombasa, CDCA Chairman Emmanuel Macharia has expressed his worry as most of the companies do not meet the set safety measures, which puts the drivers in danger. The government has been urged to rein in on companies deducting more than the agreed 18% commission.
Sisi kama viongozi wa online taxi cabs Coast Region tumeamua kwamba tunataka kulainisha our industry. Na sisi kama viongozi tumejitolea kifedha, tumejitolea kiwakati ku make sure ya kwamba the safety ya tourist, safety ya wageni ambao wanakuja Mombasa sana msimu wa Christmas iko guaranteed.
Madereva wamekufa 6 kwa sababu ya hizi bei zao mbaya, hizi oppressive, mtu ama stress, mtu anafanya kazi beyond working hours, hizo vitu zote za safety ziko kwa hiyo sheria hazijaimplementiwa. So sisi Mombasa tumesema ya kwamba kama Bolt wako serious wanataka kufanya kazi na sisi, waketi sisi, na leaders na madriver wote wakubaliana kufanya kazi kulingana na sheria za Kenya.
Hatutaki zile vitu zinafanyika Nairobi. Mnasikia madereva wa hizo application ndio wana kidnap watu, ndio hata mwingine amerape msichana, ndio wanaibia watu huko Nairobi. Hatutaki madereva wetu wa Mombasa wafike hiyo stage.
And the repeated killings and injuries of residents in West Pokot County due to banditry have sparked outrage from local leaders, putting the Senate, or the state rather, on spot over the failure to protect its citizens. According to the leaders, more than 50 people have been killed in West Pokot County alone since the beginning of the year, with Takwel Belt and Chesagon being the most affected areas. On Tuesday, 2 people were shot and seriously injured by suspected bandits from along this Samak Takwel Road. On Wednesday, Interior CS Kithure Kindiki toured the troubled Chesagon area along West Pokot and Elgeyo Marakwet borders, where he inspected a number of schools that have been closed for more than 6 months now due to banditry and cattle rustling activities in the area.
Tumeshindwa hata kujieleza. Hiyo attack wakati ilifanyika, watu wetu kujaribu kurespond ndo hawa KDF. Saizi hivi tunalia hapa Kapenguri hospitali. Tumebaki kama mayatima, waume wa Pokot wameisha, wamama wamebaki, watoto wamebaki. Tunauliwa hata vijana wadogo, bora ni mfulana hata wa mwaka 3. Mulisikia juzi kijana, mtoto mfulana mdogo wa 3 years akauliwa.
Kwa wengine ile natoka la mnyeuzi.
Various stakeholders, including scholars, researchers and leaders involved in urban issues from Africa, Asia, China and Canada, under the umbrella of International Conference on Canadian Chinese and African Sustainable Urbanization, are in the country to discuss and exchange methods and strategies to strengthen infrastructure and other basic needs for residents of overflowing cities.
Housing program, and this has also been taken over from the previous government, which had housing as also one of its big 4 agenda. So this is a way of being able to provide safe, secure environment for children and families, because in the informal settlements, one of the biggest issues are the lack of sanitation, which has also issues of health. There is the insecurity.
We are gathering during this period to deliberate on solutions or challenges to financing African cities and share solutions from other parts of the world, particularly our three tribe partners, Canada and China, to see how they are able to meet these challenges and share with us how they do it. We'll also share with them what we do.
The question we all have, and even the management in the African cities have, is how do they finance these cities? Most of them rely on the revenue they collect, and you'll find that this revenue is not adequate. So they'll have to look for modalities and ways on how to finance many practices and activities in the city. And this is why the ICASU conference is coming in.
Now, dairy farmers who supply milk to the new Kenya Cooperative Creameries, that is NKCC, have vehemently opposed the proposed sale of the state corporation. Speaking in Nakuru, the officials vowed to strongly fight for the corporation to remain a public entity, standing against the intended privatization, citing fears that the dairy farmers will suffer as a result of the privatization. The dairy farmers' leaders are concerned that the sale of new KCC would result to a collapse of the dairy sector as the processor plays the role of regulator against unfair private firms.
KCC has been a farmer's entity from the word go. And KCC has a lot of assets. And we know for sure there are some people who are already eyeing those assets. KCC is the only corporation under the government's hands that buys milk and it sells and it maintains its staff without going to the exchequer. So, according to us, KCC is not a loss-making body.
And as we speak right now, we are going through a glut. And what new KCC is doing, it is absorbing milk even from other farmers who are providing their milk to other processors.
KCC now is fully modernized. This is a time whereby the farmers can start reaping. So when we heard about the privatization of new KCC, we were very much shocked. As leaders from North Rift, we are really denying the sale of new KCC because this brings millions of households, directly and indirect.
No privatization of new KCC. All right, and that's all we had prepared for you for News Now, okay? But don't go anywhere because we're crossing over live to the KICC for the Youth Connect Summit, which is bringing together or has brought together youths from various parts of the continent. That is Africa, okay? Like you can see there on the left part of your screen, that is digital strategist Dennis Itumbi there addressing. Let's cross over live, listening to what Youth Summit Connect or Youth Connect Summit has in store. My name is Grace Korea Kanja.
I can also confirm, and I will leave it to the PS to further elaborate, that on the budget of the Ministry of Youth and Creative Economy for next year, these business ideas will get an investment from government. So this is a start of a big movement. The first edition has not been very easy. It's been a struggle. It's been quite a negotiation for the organizers, but we have pulled it off, and it's now being done. So this has been a matter of sacrifice for the organizers, and for that you receive my standing ovation and salute. And for you who participated, you who came up with the ideas, you who invested and believed in your ideas, won at the counties, and are now at this national level, congratulations. You not only deserve a clap, but I hope next year we'll not only be awarding number 1 to 3 at the national level and number 1 to 3 at the county level, but that we are able to award number 1 to 100 at the national level as we grow. Because the few ideas I've listened to here are bankable ideas. They just need our mentorship, our hand, and as we said, we are the home. This administration led by President William Ruto is the home of ideas. We are going to invest in ideas because sometimes when we all came to Nairobi, including myself, we only came to this Nairobi armed with two things: a dream to succeed, we didn't know how, and an idea on how to succeed. Unfortunately for us, we didn't have plug mtaani. So we had to find our way through to make sure that we got to where we are today. So for you who follow our generation, we have no choice but to invest in those ideas because we believe if we invest in your ideas, we are not only creating the next millionaire, but you are creating the next batch of jobs. So I can assure you, as long as I live and as long as I'm on this podium, I will be part of ensuring I negotiate for you in every available government table to ensure that your ideas are placed at the highest level possible. So that I don't bore you with my stories, I wish all of you well. I wish you should, even if you don't get the top prizes, just be sure that that idea, just go develop it again. And next year, we'll do this a bit more differently. We'll bring people who can do branding for you that will be seated in this hall. We'll bring people with capital in this hall. We'll bring people who can give you space, including the county aggregation centers, the SEZs, the EPZs, so that after here, you're not just going back home, but you're going to start your business. So next year we'll have this bigger, but we needed to start because the problem with most ideas is that they never start. And when you don't have an idea that has started, then you'll never be able to do anything worth the time. So, good people, I urge you to continue investing in your ideas and to wait for the announcement next year. Next year is going to be bigger, it's going to be larger, and it's going to be longer. This year we started a little late. Next year we are starting first quarter. So it's going to be bigger, better, and longer. So prepare for next year, even as you do this year. I wish you very well, and also welcome to this. As you are well aware, we have now changed our national holidays, and they are now marked over a week. So this week we are marking youth, creative economy, and sports. And looking at this room, you fit exactly in those places. We therefore welcome you to participate with us this week. The President will be here on the 9th with us and spending quite a considerable amount of time with us. And I know Plug Mtaani is also at Savo Room where the President will be coming. So, good people, we welcome you to play a part. There are very many things in this venue to take up your space and play a part. The one thing I want, even if you forget everything else I've said, I want you to remember this. There is no one, not including me, who is ever given an opportunity by anyone. We grab our opportunities. In fact, Scripture records that the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence from the days of John the Baptist, and only the violent can take it by force. So if Scripture records that, how much more the real world? God bless you and keep you. I will ask you to rise, and then we invite the PS to address us. PS, Youth Affairs, and the Creative Economy, Ismail. Thank you very much. He didn't expect to talk, so I've set him up. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please, you may sit. Dennis, hapo kweli umeniambusha. I was not to make any address, but let me take this opportunity and join Dennis to congratulate each and every one of you for the good work you have shown us here. We have not been with you from the beginning, but the two ideas that you have watched are brilliant. And I want to believe even the remaining ones plus those that have been presented before we came in are equally brilliant. As Dennis said, next year is going to be big. And it's going to be big for those who are going to grab the opportunities. Now, Waziri has announced very big reward here, na mimi nahurumia ile mtu atashinda, sio ile mtu hatashinda. Because I believe yule pengine hangeweza kushinda leo, ako na opportunity ya kusharpen and clean those brilliant ideas, because they are seeing the challenge and they have seen someone who has gone away with the money. Yule ameshinda many times, anaona amefika, pesa imegonga account, sasa hana laziness inaingia, anapumzika kidogo. So mimi nakuhurumia, mimi sijui ni nani, and you are here. Mimi nakuhurumia. Please, wale watu ambao wata benefit from this big reward, make use of it. Opportunities don't come every day. You don't win every day. If this is your time, make sure you grab it. And I want to agree with my brother here that when we were growing up, although me, I'm still youth, I have not grown, sijaenda sana. Those days, we did not have this opportunity to showcase our ideas. We have not been exposed to these opportunities. You guys must be lucky. We are only geared towards employment. We go to school to become lawyers, to become doctors, to become engineers, to become pilots. The biggest thing we see is a lawyer who got employed, or a doctor who administers treatment. Those are the big things we are seeing. These big ideas that you have now an opportunity to present before your government and your leadership was not with us. The judges here will agree with me. And you are lucky at your age, you employ us now, senior accountant in your company, as young as you are. You will employ the pilot to fly your private jet, as young as you are. So I think we were prepared and taken to school to work for you, because you now you have opportunity to employ us, those of us who have gone to school to get employed. Make use of this opportunity, sharpen your ideas. There are a lot of opportunities. And this is the time, because you have a leader who thinks for the young people, who cares about the young people, to an extent that a whole anniversary of the age of our country, the 60th anniversary of our nation, is dedicated to celebrate the young people of this country. And that is a very big thing for our young people, and you should celebrate, and you must take advantage of your current leadership. His Excellency the President, Dr. William Ruto, has you in his heart. He works with you. Please make use of his goodwill. Don't be left out. Don't be left out, and grab the opportunity. Thank you very much.
So my duty is, one, as we walk out to the PS to look around the place, we are requesting you to be involved in trying to finish up the setups around KICC. There's an opportunity to volunteer your physical strength a bit and to have participated by dressing one chair, maybe moving one chair from one position to the other. We will be doing that, all of us, including the PS, for us to be able to move one or two things and help the people who are setting up. So after you are through with your pitches, and depending on your availability, and I hope you are available, You will be guided by Caro on how you can come and assist us, and we will divide you in some groups once we are sure how many you are, so that we help move some things, which is you meet us and PS already doing that, but first finish the 10 million. It's a big job before you come volunteer. I mean, when you have 10 million, you can actually volunteer because money is no longer a problem. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
And as they have said, remember your future is safe in the hands of the president, and the president has the heart of the youths. So